Hey, fourth graders, this week we're going to be looking at first-hand and second-hand accounts. Our standard is RI 4.6. Compare and contrast a first-hand and second-hand account of the same event or topic. Describe the differences in focus and the information provided. Okay, so after these lessons this week, you're going to be able to compare and contrast a first-hand and second-hand account of the same event. So you've already heard a story about the same event told by two different people. So let's look at this. It says, James says, "Did you hear about the food fight in the cafeteria? Quinn started throwing food at me and then I threw it back at him. Then everybody started throwing food." Quinn says, "The food fight in the cafeteria today was outrageous. I don't know who started it. I think it might have been the third graders. The food fight lasted 15 minutes before it ended." So, a time when I heard a story about the same event told by two people was, do you guys have anything? I know when I was back in the brick and mortar classroom, kids would come around, Miss Price, so-and-so touched me, and other kids go, no, I didn't. It is from their point of view, right? It's how they experience, how they see things, how they felt about it. So let's look at a first-hand account of a certain event. So this account is given by someone who was there. I, we. So let's take a look at number one. Rick says, "This was my first time going to a real football game. I had come to see the 49ers play against the Raiders. I was rooting for the 49ers. They began to run on the field and the crowd stood and cheered. The game was long and fierce, but my team won by 15 points. Now I know this was a first-hand account because he was there. I, my team. He was there." And you could even say right there in sentence 2, it says, I had come. Sentence 3, I was. And that's your text evidence proving that it was first-hand account. Now let's take a look at the second-hand account. The second-hand account is given by someone who was not at the event. The words that we're looking for are the pronouns he, they, she. So number one, an NBC nightly news reporter stated, "The scores are in from last night's game between the Raiders and the 49ers. It appears the 49ers have won by 15 points. They did it again. The game took place in San Francisco, California. According to reports, there were record crowds present at the game." So this is a second-hand account because this news reporter was not at the game. And they don't say I, we. It's saying they. It's saying it appeared. They weren't there. So it's important that we're really paying attention to who's saying it and how they're saying it so we can determine if it's a first-hand or second-hand account. So this week in the OLS, you're going to look for keywords that are used in first-hand and second-hand accounts to compare and contrast the same event described in different perspectives. So this is right from your OLS from National Public Radio's Interview with John Glenn. So look at Cornish. Can you remember what you were feeling that day? The moment of takeoff for Friendship 7? And then Glenn answered, "Well, there had been a number of failures, but we weren't going out for a ride a failure. And we felt they corrected all the difficulties with the boosters before that time of the launch." I don't know. Do you think it's first-hand or is it second-hand? Think about those key pronouns. Think about those words that we talked about. What are those words? I, we. So when we look down here at the interview with John Glenn, we, right there. They're asking, can you remember? So that's implying that he was there. And we. Those are our first-hand pronouns. So this is a first-hand account. All right, boys and girls, I hope you have a great day. Please look at your pathway, and if you need more help, follow that pathway and answer those questions so you can get more practice. Have a great day.